getting back to the whole digestive system and how important it is for us to realize that, the raw foods is easier for our livers to digest, and it's easier for the whole body in general just to live on, and as opposed to a lot of the heavier processed foods, meat and things like that. So, I wanted to share our experience with you guys, and like I said, when we first started this thing in the beginning, we ate a lot of heavier nuts, and we basically had a lot of stuff on our counters to get us through all those snacks, so we would prepare trail mixes, so what we would do is put like olive oil, mix it with some raw nuts and seeds, maybe some raisins or something like that, and then so we take that on the go. And a lot of the nut burgers, I was making a lot of nut burgers back then, and they were good. Don't get me wrong. I might have to make that for y'all one day, because it's a good way to, especially if you're eating meat, and you're hopping into this just from off the bat from eating meat. I don't know what your experience is going to be, because that's an extreme step. But it's going to be an extremely cleansing step. You're going to feel huge weight lift off of you, and I don't mean weight as in fat. Yes, that too, but more importantly, spiritually, I think you'll feel more just, almost like you're translucent, you're floating, and it's just a beautiful feeling. It's an amazing feeling. I mean, I can't express enough, what living foods will do for you. So,
and it just feels right. This was the only diet that I've been on, and I hate saying diet, because
diet is not the right word.
It's the worst word you can use.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Totally.
Because the bad thing about dieting is that people have in their head that, okay, when I'm done losing the weight, I'm off my diet.
Right.
See, that's why it's more of a lifestyle change. It's really you're moving your life into a better way of caring for your own body.
And you're listening. After a while, you listen to yourself. You can hear yourself, your body tell you what it wants. Like, there's times when I'm like, God, I really crave a salad, or I really crave like something savory, or I really want an apple. And after you're on raw foods for a little bit, that's where your body is. It tells you what it needs, because there's something lacking that you're not getting. And the thing is, a lot of the diets that are out there, not that they don't work, they do work. It can be discouraging, because they're limiting you to small portions, which is good. That's not, I mean, we do have supersize everything, but people see that and they feel restricted. They feel like, oh God, I can only eat this little teeny tiny piece of thing right here on my plate, and I'm done for the whole day. And raw foods is not like that. You can eat. There's no counting calories. There's nothing like that. Eat as much as you want, because you're gonna lose the weight no matter what.
Yeah, and your body's gonna tell you what you want.
Right.
Your body's gonna say, I want something sweet.
Right.
I want something salty. I want something savory.
Right.
Or I just want a whole bunch of water. You're going to go through that phase where you're just going to, I just need to down some water, So, a lot of people are doing water cleansing and things like that. And
I haven't tried that yet.
No, we haven't tried that, but I think we're thinking about doing something like that.
We're sort of heading that direction. We're also heading into like trying not to make as much nut dishes. Like right now, we're doing a lot of nut dishes, mainly for you guys, because this is what got us through.
Right.
And some of the new things that we've, come across, But we're trying to definitely kind of step away from some of the nut-based meals. Not that we're not going to have them anymore. We're just trying to, because I'm still trying to lose weight. He's still trying to lose weight. And nuts are high in fat, So we're just trying to cut it back a little bit to see, to kind of jumpstart us again on losing weight.
And last summer I was doing a lot of juice, a lot of shakes, and for me, that was what I was craving. It was hot outside. I didn't want to eat anything solid.
Yeah,
if I did eat something solid, it was right from my garden. And this year, I'm so looking forward to my zebra tomatoes, man. Those zebra tomatoes are the bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. And if you're thinking about starting up a garden, man, I strongly, highly recommend it, because when you're growing your own food, oh my goodness, I mean, the tomatoes, the zucchinis, the cucumbers, the broccoli, the cauliflower, everything is so much better tasting, and it makes sense because you're putting your love into growing the food. You know what you're putting into it. You're not putting any chemicals if you're growing them organically, which you should, because you don't want those chemicals, those pesticides, those fertilizers, unless it's organic, being put into your food that you're growing. So, I'm big on, collecting all my own leaves, composting my leaves, transferring that over to my garden once it breaks down, and I'm going to be sharing some of this stuff with you guys in the coming weeks, so you can understand how it all fits together. How not only taking care of your body by eating raw foods, but taking it to the next step by growing your food and caring for it, and knowing exactly what you're putting into it, putting your thoughts, your intentions on growing your own food. And it makes a huge difference, because just when you're growing your own food, it has a tremendous effect on who you are, because you're out in the garden, you're working, you're putting your hands in the soil, which could be really therapeutic, and you're just connecting with Mother Earth. Okay, so for me, it's been a big plus. So okay, I want to wrap this up, okay, for you guys, and I hope that if you're thinking about going on the raw journey, go for it. Don't hesitate. Jump in it. And if you have any questions, there's so many people out there that have information out on raw foods, and there's a whole bunch of information you can find out from the different sources. But if you have any questions, shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to help in any way I can. Okay. So again, I wanted to introduce everybody to my wife, and this has been an amazing experience sharing these videos with you guys, and so that's pretty much it. And our kids are going to freak out, so this is what it's like in the household, okay? Raw Food Muscle. Alright, you guys, so y'all take care, and I'll see you next time on Raw Food Muscle.